I was part of a special French immersion program beginning in grade 4 that continued straight through to grade 11. Upon graduation, I received a snazzy certificate, proving that I was officially bilingual. Only I wasn't. Sure, I could conjugate verbs on paper. I could even figure out what I was reading in a newspaper article. But could I go into a dépanneur and speak to the cashier in French? No. I was terrified to speak. What was I afraid of? That people would laugh at me? That flashing lights would go off and a siren would sound out my horrible attempts at French? That I didn't sound French? A mix of all of the above? Whatever the reason, I hadn't had enough practice just talking. And as the days and years went by, I became even more reluctant to try to speak French. Until I met Laurent, who didn't speak much English at all. I had to speak French. I spoke more and more each day until eventually I became comfortable enough to talk in public. So comfortable that I accepted a job as a waitress where I knew I would have to speak French in order to make a living. And the more I spoke, the better I got. The more confident I became, which led to speaking more, improving even more, and you get the picture. Now, we don't all have the luxury of training wheels in the shape of a cute French boyfriend to get our momentum going as we learn to communicate in a second language. But there are certainly a few other ways to practice speaking the language we are learning in order to shed our worries and build up the confidence to finally speak. Some of those may involve joining conversation groups or expanding your circle of friends, but those things take time. Here is something that can help you to start improving your French right now. Your phone. Your phone is an awesome little device. Not only does it help to communicate with others via text, telephone, and social media, but it can even help you to improve how you communicate in French. If your phone doesn't come with a voice recorder, go to your favorite app store and download a free one. Use that voice recorder to practice speaking in French. What should you say? You can start by introducing yourself to your phone. Bonjour, je m'appelle Tracy. If you are enrolled in a French class, you can practice some of what you are learning. Take a dialogue and read it to your phone. Or maybe you are nervous about a social event where you know French will be spoken. Imagine a conversation you may have. Write it out, and then practice speaking it into your phone. If you're like me, you'll probably hate how you sound. So press delete and do it again, and again, and again. That's okay. Each time you re-record, you are getting more practice, which leads to improving, which leads to gaining confidence, which leads to talking more, getting more practice, and once again, I'm sure you get the picture. You may be worried about your pronunciation in French. If you are, take a text you would like to practice to someone who speaks French. A friend, your French teacher, the cashier at your dépanneur, and ask if you can record them reading it. Most people would love to help you in your learning. That way, you can listen to the text whenever you like, as often as you like, and use it to help refine your own pronunciation. The best thing about recording yourself and others on your phone is that it is with you all the time. Whether you're on the bus, in the car, waiting in line for concert tickets, trying to tune out your Aunt Thelma who just goes on and on, wherever you are. You can practice listening to French. And once Aunt Thelma finally leaves and you are in a comfortable, quiet place, you can practice speaking French on your own time, in your own space. Recording, either yourself or native French speakers, is just one of many ways your phone can assist you in your learning. If you haven't checked out the free French learning apps like Duolingo or Busuu yet, you're missing out. Taking pictures of the things around you and then labeling them in French is a great way to build your vocabulary as well. What about music? French podcasts, movies. These are all things that can help improve your French straight from your phone. You'll quickly learn that your phone can help you communicate in ways you never thought of before.